Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT floor price sinks to 20-month low. The floor fell to about 27.4 ETH, which is equivalent to approximately $58,000 on a Sunday. This price has not been seen since October of 2021. And then we pumped to all-time high. But again, we are in a bull market. We're currently in a bear market. Data from CoinGecko shows the floor price hit 153.7 ETH in April of 2022. And again, you guys, we were in a different market. OpenSea said BAYC, I guess that's how the cool kids say it, has experienced a decline in the average price, reflecting on a wider cool down in the NFT market. And the other top collections, including Moonbirds, Azuki, Doodles, have also experienced dips recently. And the BAYC floor price has risen back above 30 ETH since then. Full disclosure, I own a mutant ape, free and clear, that I traded to get, and I will keep him or her forever. I think that this is just typical bear market behavior, but I want to get Will's opinion on this because he's an ordinals guy.
I am an ordinals guy.
Will's our NFT expert these days.
He is. Totally.
I am. Jen, you relinquished the throne to me. It's kind of sad. You had it, scotch clear. No, this story is sort of emblematic of the whole NFT market and very similar to the ICO market, I think, in 2018, 2019, where a lot of these people made these huge projects. They promised a lot of things, and then over time, those fulfillment of those promises couldn't be made because they were too big, too grandiose, and the underlying product itself was oversold. We saw that a lot of these Bored Apes went up to as much as like $500,000 as a base floor. And the idea was, hey, let's build a whole ecosystem out of this. We can make games, we can have celebrities be involved, we can make restaurants, all this sort of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. It takes years to make, and only part of it became true. Even if you don't like the artwork, even if you don't care about that, there was a lot of promises for just being in this community. And those things take time, and if you're not able to fill it fast enough, well, it's a very liquid market, so you can just opt out of it very quickly. And I think that's what we're seeing right now is people deciding, hey, I'd rather have the ETH, I'd rather have the USD than be a part of this community, so I'm going to jump out of it. I think that's the same thing that happened with Azuki when it sort of messed up its launch 2 weeks ago or a week ago. They didn't meet the expectations of the community, and now they're going to have to suffer the price retaliation. But I saw Wendy shaking her head, so I'd love some feedback.
So the Zuki thing was just it was literally just a cash grab. Like these 10,000 generative AI pieces, they're not art. Like that's not why NFTs were created. They literally did a copy pasta of their original collection, probably to pay for the party that they had from what I'm seeing. Also too, there's a lot of liquidations, and I think it's Blur. I don't use Blur. But you're allowed to take loans out against your JPEGs, et cetera. And I feel like that's what we're seeing a lot of, is a lot of people took out these loans and took out these positions and didn't anticipate floor price to drop this low. And we've seen this happen in the crypto markets as a trader. This is not something that's necessarily uncommon, but when you add more of a trading aspect to NFTs, you're going to see these types of things happen. So not only are people opting out, people probably were not taking profits in the bear market, and they probably were over leveraged, and it just didn't work out well for them. Jen?
Wendy, you set me up for some facts I found while I went digging this morning. So people are actually pointing to NFT trading platform Blur as maybe one of the reasons as to why this is happening. So some of the information I found while I was digging around was, Blur created this trading frenzy with its tokenized incentives. So they're focusing in on these tokenized incentives. Bored Ape Yacht Club was one of the most traded collections on Blur. Traders were bidding and trading in really high volumes with the aim of collecting more tokens. I think there was even a double token incentive that happened in April or May. And now reports are saying that many lost money in the trading frenzy and then had to sell at losses. And so that could be one of the reasons we're seeing kind of a same trend across some other blue chip projects. So this doesn't look like it is unique to the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And I think it's interesting as we get these new mechanisms to operate with in the DeFi world, we may see some interesting things happen with NFTs. Well,
sad stuff out there. Yeah, I got to be an Ordinals fan. Get some inscriptions. The next wave of NFTs, and they're built on Bitcoin, so they're way better.
I was going to quickly point to this tweet that I thought was really funny as I was digging for information. This person says, imagine walking into a watch store and seeing 10 dudes repeatedly chuck all the Rolexes back and forth at each other. That's what it feels like logging onto Blur, seeing how farmers are treating these luxury digital assets. I thought that was kind of funny and a great way to visualize why maybe new buyers aren't aping into the Bored Ape Yacht Club. But Wendy, I'll give it back to you for last word.
Last word is, and we'll answer this on the next show when we cover ordinals. Do you think if the ape owners inscribed their apes on as an ordinal, do you think that would potentially help? But don't answer it now.
Next time. But no.
There we go. There we go.